Good morning, students. Let us solve one problem on the location of forces in two-dimensional force analysis. Okay, here let us read the problem first. Four parallel force system. Now we are going to dealing with parallel force systems of magnitude 10 Newton, 15 Newton, 35 Newton are shown in figure. Okay. So here four forces are there. 10 Newton, the figure is given in the question. 10 Newton, 15 Newton, 20 Newton and 35 Newton. So they are giving. Determine the magnitude and direction of the resultant. And find the distance of the resultant from point A. Okay, so we need to locate the resultant also. So here, this body, isn't it? One bar, one straight bar, on that four forces are acting. So we need to find the resultant. Resultant means a single force replaces number of forces. Here four forces whose vector some value. So see in the resultant I find the value, a single force. Instead of putting the four forces, this only one force is enough. That gives the effect of the four forces. Combination of four forces gives the only force, that is the resultant. So we have to find the resultant. So here parallel forces, right? All the forces are vertical forces, right? So just we can add or subtract the forces. Here we don't have the horizontal component, only the vertical component. So four forces are parallel and are vertical. So just 10 Newton, which is towards upwards, right? So for finding the resultant, plus 10. Then this 15 Newton acting downwards, so minus 15. Then 20 Newton also acting downwards, minus 20. This 35 is towards up. Arrowhead is towards up, so plus 35. So add all the things, we get plus 10 Newton. So we find the resultant. So here what we have to remember means upward forces. Towards up means positive, towards down means negative. So here two upward forces, two downward forces. Then we got finally the resultant as plus 10 Newton. So plus 10 means what it says that the resultant is acting towards upwards. That means if we get minus means the resultant will act towards downwards. But the resultant value, so we get only plus 10. So the resultant is acting upwards. Then we have to find the location of the resultant. So we find that resultant force is acting upward and the magnitude is 10 Newton. Then location means at this bar, at what distance this resultant force is acting. At what distance this resultant force is acting. So we don't know. So I consider that as unknown value as x. So we have to find the x value. Then it will be the location. So we have to find where this force is acting. Resultant force where is acting in the bar. So I am assuming that from A at a distance or unknown distance, I name it as x. At the x distance it is acting. So now our aim is to find this x. Okay, so this x. If we find the value of x means this is the result location. So for that I am going to use moment principle. Okay, moment principle for finding this x. So moment principle means by Varignon's theorem. We know the Varignon's theorem. Algebraic sum of moment of all forces is equal to moment of the resultant. That is a Varignon's theorem. I am going to use it. So first I need to find the algebraic sum of moment about A. Okay, at the point A. Algebraic sum of moment about A I am going to find. So moment means we know the rotating effect of the forces. rotating effort of the forces. So here in this problem we have 4 forces. This bar, one lengthy bar, total length is 4 meter. In the 4 meter, 4 forces are acting. These forces has the tendency to rotate also. Yes, the forces has the tendency to rotate also. So here we need to find the rotation about A, right? So we need to find sigma. Sigma means this symbol. Sigma stands summing, adding moment about A, adding all moment about A. So here moment will be caused by the force only. So here we have 4 forces. So we have 4 moments. We have 4 moments. That's all. Then 4 moments value. So and also we have to know that we need to find the moment about A. A means we think that the fixed point is A, fixing point. So assume that I put as a round there. In the point A, I put one round. That stands for at A, I am going to fix the bar. Okay. With the help of a hinge. Hinge means door joints, we know. Door joints. It can able to rotate. Door is hinged on the wall, right? Door is hinged on the wall. So hinging means we have a V-jari, that hinge. That hinge allows the body to rotate, right? Allows the door to rotate like that. In the bar, I am going to find the moment about A means, so I have to assume that the bar is supported at A. Bar is hinged at A. Then if the bar is hinged only at A, then consider this 35 Newton, right? Lost 35 Newton. This force is acting upwards. This force is acting towards upwards. One push, pull. So here the object is fixed at A, the bar is fixed at A, and I am giving upward force. Then what will come? That will rotate, right? If I am pushing this bar towards up means it will rotate about the center A, isn't it? Yes, because I am going to hinge the bar at the point A and I am giving a force of 13 Newton towards up. This will make the bar to rotate. So what is the radius of rotation? This distance. At the distance of 4, it will rotate. Rotate in which direction? Anti-clockwise direction. Okay, this will rotate the object in anti-clockwise direction. Then consider 20 Newton. This 20 Newton is acting downwards, right? This 20 Newton is acting downwards. And the bar is hinged at A. Now this 20 Newton, what happens? As the bar is hinged at A, it will rotate. Rotate the bar in which direction? Downwards. Downwards means anti-clockwise direction, right? This 35 Newton is upward force. It rotates in anti-clockwise direction. This 20 Newton is acting downwards. This will rotate the bar in clockwise direction. Then consider this 15 Newton force. This 15 Newton force also acting towards down, right? Acting towards down. Acting towards down. This downward force push the bar towards down, and as it is fixed at A, it will rotate the bar in clockwise direction. Okay, downward force will rotate in clockwise direction. Then consider the 10 Newton force. This 10 Newton force is acting at, and this bar is hinged at A, and this 10 Newton force also acting at the point A. Is it rotate this force? This 10 Newton force cannot rotate the body, isn't it? Because it is fixed at A, and at the point I am pulling or pushing will not give any rotation. If any distance is there, only means rotation will happen. Because as the point is fixed at A, I am going to find the moment about A. So I am going to hinge at A. So as it is hinge at A, the 10 Newton force will not give rotation at all. But the remaining 15, 20 and 35 Newton forces will give rotations, will give rotate the bar. Okay, this rotation we are going to add all the rotations. First, this 10 Newton force, we know that force, the moment is equal to force into perpendicular distance. Perpendicular, this force is vertical force. The perpendicular means horizontal distance only. That's all. Force into distance. So here 10 Newton force, the distance is 0, 10 into 0. That's all. Then consider this 15 Newton force. 15 Newton force acting towards down, it rotates the body in which direction? Clockwise direction, right? It in clockwise direction. So we have to put plus. So if it is clockwise means plus, anti-clockwise means minus. So this 15 kilonewton force rotate the bar in clockwise direction, that so that only I put plus here. Then the force value is 15 and the distance from the hinge point, that's all. Distance from the hinge point. Distance of the point of application of force from hinge point. This distance is from A, the distance of the 15 Newton force is 1 meter. So 15 into 1 plus 15 into 1. Then consider 20 Newton force, right? This 20 Newton force is acting downwards. This will rotate in which direction? Clockwise direction. So this also plus. Thereby I put plus. Then this will rotate in which direction? Clockwise direction I put plus. Then value, force value 20. Then distance of the force 20 Newton, right? Distance of the force 20 Newton from the hinge point, from A, because we are finding the moment from A, moment at A. So we have to find the distance of this 20 Newton force from A. So totally here up to this 1 meter, up to this 2 meter, 1 plus 2, so the total distance is 3 meter. So the moment of this force 20 Newton at this point A is equal to 20 into 3 plus 20 into 3. Then consider this 35 Newton force. This 35 Newton force is acting downwards. Acting downwards means this will rotate the body in anti-clockwise direction. So I have to put minus. I have to put minus value. Then force value is 35 and distance from the hinge point. Distance of the force from the hinge point is 4. Total value 1 meter, this 2 meter, this 1 meter. Totally 1 plus 2 plus 4, 1, it is 4. So this 35 Newton force is acting from A at a distance of 4 meter. So the distance is 4 meter. As it is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, we have to put minus force value 35. Distance from the hinge point is 4. So then add all the values, we will get minus 65 Newton meter. So this is the algebraic sum of moment of all forces about the point A. So here all forces, I got the value of minus 65. So here I got minus 65. Minus means it is resultant moment is in anti-clockwise direction. That's all. That is anti-clockwise. If it is plus means the resultant moment in clockwise direction. So we get the minus, the resultant moment acting in anti-clockwise direction. Then moment due to the resultant force. Okay, resultant force. Resultant force means a single force. So here we have 4 forces. I converted this into one force, that is resultant force. So in the bar only one resultant force is acting. So resultant force has also the property to rotate, right? This upward force. Resultant force already we found plus 10 upward force. This upward force rotate the here also it is fixed at A. So the moment at A, about A is equal to force into distance, right? Force value. So as it rotate in which direction? Anti-clockwise. The upward force will rotate. As it is fixed at A, the upward force makes the bar A D to rotate in anti-clockwise direction. So it is minus this value R into distance from the hinge point A is X. Already we assumed as X. So minus R into X. As it is in anti-clockwise direction, minus the resultant value is R into the distance from the fixed point. Moment about A, isn't it? So minus 10x. So Varignon theorem. By Varignon theorem, we know that algebraic sum of moment of any number of forces about any point is equal to the moment of the resultant force. So moment of the resultant. So we can equate these two. So already we find the algebraic sum of moment of all forces minus 65 and moment due to the resultant is minus 10x. So if we equate these two, we will get the value of x. So the x value is 6.5 meter. So this answer, x value is 6.5 meter. At a distance of 6.5 meter, the resultant is acting. So here we found the location also. Okay, location of the resultant also, where the force is, resultant force is located. Okay, we find the resultant, it is acting upwards and it is acting at a distance of x 6.5 meter from A. It is acting at a distance of 6.5 meter from the A. This is the location of the resultant force we found with the help of moment principle and also with the help of Varignon's theorem.